What's going on, everybody? Welcome to another episode of Brad's Brief at the Board, covering different topics to help improve your health and fitness journey. Today, we are covering the topic of how to move well over a lifetime. When it comes to improving our health and wellness, our goal is to not only just extend how long our life is, but we'd love to also improve the quality of that life, meaning we can do things at any age that is not going to be impacted by how well we move, how well we breathe, or things like that. And so when it comes to CrossFit, as well as just about any way in which we try and improve our overall health and wellness, we've got a few key disciplines to keep in mind. They're going to help us move well over a lifetime, continue to improve our fitness, and hopefully stay as healthy as we can. And so those three core components to think about are mechanics, consistency, and then intensity. This is one of the charters that CrossFit uses to help new folks or even experienced folks continue to progress along their fitness journey. There are a lot of different types of movements that we do in the CrossFit gym to improve your strength, to improve your conditioning, your mobility, to challenge you in a lot of different ways. And while it can be really enticing to jump right in, perhaps even do a little bit heavier weights or more advanced movements than we might like, if we go back to the basics, this is going to help us to move well over a lifetime. The first thing that we want to focus on is mechanics. Can we not only get into good positions as we're going throughout our CrossFit journey, but can we demonstrate those movements in a variety of conditions? For just about every movement in the gym, there are some things that we call points of performance. Just means what are the best and most efficient ways to accomplish the work, whether it's squatting, deadlifting, pressing, whether it's using a bike, whether it's jumping or running. There are mechanics that are going to help us to not only stay safe, but get the most out of doing those movements. And so as we're starting to begin our journey, perhaps learn a new movement or progress, we're going to want to make sure that we are moving as efficiently and as safely as we can. Now, once we feel like we've got the ability to move well and to gain access to some of those different positions, then we want to demonstrate that we can do that time and time again. Now, doing it once is great, especially if it comes to a squat or a deadlift or a press or any other type of movement, but we want to be able to demonstrate that we can do it time and time again. While coach is maybe watching and giving us some critiques, while coach is not watching, the consistency of being able to move well is going to be one of the key factors that not only keeps us safe, perhaps keeps us from experiencing any injuries, but allows us to extend some of that longevity. Whether we're moving slow, moving fast, we want to consistently be able to keep those points of performance and those mechanics looking really good. Which then takes us to the top of the pyramid here, which is intensity. Now, CrossFit has been known for challenging people by bringing intensity to their workouts. Just means we're going to move a little bit faster, we're going to move with some higher lows, we're going to move in a way that challenges your body. But we're only going to move with intensity when we have demonstrated the ability to move well, to do that consistently, and then now we can either add more weight, more loading, we can add more resistance, we can add more challenge, we could add more speed to the way that we move. So while yes, intensity is the name of the game in terms of being able to experience change, we only want to push ourselves as much as we can while still maintaining form and technique. There's always going to be this little bit of a play there. As we get tired and fatigued, our form and our technique may start to drop a little bit, but we still want to keep the core mechanics in place, doing that consistently. Where athletes tend to run into some issues is moving to intensity too quickly, adding too much weight, adding too much speed, adding too many reps before they've learned the ability to move well, move consistently. So if you find yourself getting a little bit plateaued or your journey hasn't been as effective as you might like, this may be something to explore. Am I moving really well? Am I able to do that consistently? Then can I add in that intensity? And by keeping this chart or this pyramid in mind as you continue along with your journey, this is what essentially is going to help us to move well over the course of a lifetime. If we realize that there's some positions and some different movements we can't get quite yet, well, let's go ahead and figure out how do we get access to some of those different positions. How do we do that consistently? And then how do we add in that intensity? Hopefully this gives you a little bit of an overview or an insight into how you can move well over the lifetime and where you might fall along this pyramid when it comes to movements, challenging yourself, and the improvements you're looking to see with your fitness. So for another episode of Brad's Brief at the Board, I'm Brad, and we look forward to continuing to help you on your health and fitness journey.